Hello students, today I am going to explain uses of microbes as biocontrol agents and biofertilizers. Biocontrol means use of biochemical method for controlling plant disease and pest. It means the different disease of plants and pest can be controlled by the biochemical, that is from the chemical from the living beings. The chemical used as pesticides and insecticides, they are harmful to human beings and animals. Whenever the plant disease and pests are controlled by the use of chemicals, and we can call them pesticides and insecticides. So these pesticides and insecticides, they are the harmful to human beings because they are not biologically produced. Biological control of pest and disease is a method of controlling pest on natural production rather than chemical. So in the biological control, the chemicals are not used. The pest and diseases, they are controlled by the natural method, it means by the use of microbes. The organic farmer created a system where the pests are not eradicated but kept at manageable level by complex system of check and balance within the living and vibrant ecosystem. The organic farmer which is cultivating, which is using the organic farming, that is the organic farmer. So in that organic farmer, it this farmer create a system. Okay, in that system pests are not eradicated. Okay, the pests are not removed but kept at manageable level by complex system of check, but a complex system is managed at that time and balanced within the living and vibrant ecosystem. It means by another method these pests are eradicated. For example, ladybird and dragonflies are used to get rid of aphids and mosquitoes respectively. Ladybird and dragonfly, these are the two living organisms. These two are used for the removal of aphids and mosquitoes which present in the plants. On brassicas and fruit trees to control butterfly caterpillar, bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis is used. Brassicas trees and fruit trees, in those plants the butterfly caterpillar are produced. It means butterfly can damage the plants, they can cause a disease. So in the brassicas and fruit trees, the butterfly caterpillars, they are controlled by the bacteria. The name of the bacteria is Bacillus thuringiensis. It is most commonly used bacteria in the as a biocontrol method, or you can say it is a biochemical agent. It can be used as biochemical agent. Biological control developed for use in the treatment of plant disease is the fungus Trichoderma. One more fungus, one more microbe, that is Trichoderma. Okay, so we can say that biological control developed for use in the treatment of plant disease is the fungus Trichoderma. It means fungus Trichoderma is used for eradicating the diseases. Trichoderma are free-living fungi that are very common in the root systems that control several plant pathogens. These trichoderma, they are living in the association of trees. Okay, so they are surviving in the root system as a free-living agent. And when they survive in the root system, they control the many plant disease causing organisms. It means they control the many plant pathogens. Baculoviruses are pathogens that attack insect and other arthropods. One more category, baculovirus, these are the disease causing viruses. So these viruses, they attack the insect and other arthropods. And the majority of baculoviruses, they are used as biological control agent are in the genus Nucleopolyhedroviruses. Okay, it means these viruses, it means nucleopolyhedroviruses. Nucleopolyhedroviruses, They are used in the as a biological control agent. Okay, so these nucleopolyviruses, polyhydroviruses, they are used as biological control agent. It is in the group of baculoviruses, and these viruses are excellent candidates for specific narrow spectrum insecticidal application. It means these viruses are used to eradicate the insects. It means it can be used as a insecticidal application. Okay, so these viruses are used to eradicate insects. Next, the last use of the microbes in this lesson, that is microbes as biofertilizers. Now fertilizers, the name indicates fertilizers are the chemicals, but when the biofertilizers, so we can say these are the organisms. So biofertilizers are organisms that enrich the nutrient quality of the soil. These biological agents are increasing the, or you can say the increasing the fertility of the soil, or you can say nutrient quality of the soil. And the main sources includes bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria. Bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria, they are used as biofertilizer because they enrich the nutrient quality of the soil. Now how is it taking place? The root nodule formed by rhizobium bacteria, most common we have studied in previous classes also, rhizobium bacteria. It is surviving in the roots of the leguminous plants. So in the root nodules, these are formed by the bacteria, that is rhizobium bacteria, on root of leguminous plant, increase the nitrogen level of soil. They survive in the root and they increase the nitrogen element in the soil and necessary for various metabolic processes. It means they convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compound, and this nitrogen is very important for the metabolic processes. Azotobacter and Azospirillum, these are the free living bacteria. Leguminous plants में the rhizobium bacteria जो रहते हैं, they are the symbiotic bacteria because they are living in association of leguminous plant. But some of the bacteria are free living. These free living bacteria are Azotobacter and Azospirillum. They are living in soil and they are also fixing the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds. So they fix atmospheric nitrogen into organic forms. Symbiotic association of fungi with angiosperm plants also increase the fertility of soil. Except bacteria, fungi are also living in the mutual relationship with the angiosperm plant. Symbiotic association is when the two organisms are surviving and they both are beneficial to each other. So fungi are also having this type of association, that is symbiotic association, and this association is known as mycorrhiza. In the mycorrhiza, it is a symbiotic association of fungi with angiosperm plant, and it also increases the fertility of soil. Glomus form mycorrhiza that absorb phosphorus from the soil and passes it to the plant. So glomus is the microorganism, that is the fungi actually. Okay, so this fungi, that is glomus, it is forming the symbiotic association, that is mycorrhiza, and in that association it absorbs the phosphorus from the soil and then this phosphorus passed to the plant for the further use. These microbes also provide benefits like resistance to root-borne pathogens, tolerance to salinity and drought. Okay, so these microbes are helping in the nutrient quality of the soil, except that these are benefit in the resistance to root-borne diseases, root-borne pathogens. Okay, the plants become resist towards the pathogens, and tolerance to salinity and drought. And the plants can tolerate the salinity and drought. It can tolerate the more amount of salt, and it can tolerate the some scarcity of water also. The plant become resistant due to the presence of these microbes. Cyanobacteria. Example is Nostoc and Anabaena. Cyanobacteria, these are the autotrophic bacteria which prepare their own food. Example is Nostoc and Anabaena. These are autotrophic microbes and they are found in aquatic and terrestrial environment. Fixed atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, these autotrophic bacteria, they are found in water and they are found in the land, that is in terrestrial environment. Aquatic for water, terrestrial for land. And then they fix atmospheric nitrogen, so they are also helping in the fixation of nitrogen. In paddy field, paddy means rice. In the rice field, this acts as important biofertilizer. So in the paddy field, these bacteria are playing important role as a biofertilizer. And blue-green algae also add organic matter to the soil and increase its fertility. Blue-green algae is also cyanobacteria, and this blue-green algae, they are present in the soil and they are adding organic matter in the soil, and in this way they also increase the fertility of the soil